Welcome back to Suladan Plays Dark Dreams RHN. Last time we dealt with the whale and made our way back to town and found out that that button opens the doors, and I couldn't have opened it anyway because I didn't have enough health to do so, but yeah, apparently that button opens the way back. I'm thoroughly confused by that, but the plan is, did I get the town keys? I think I did. He's gone. So I'm gonna go into that room with the locky door. No, not that one. This one. Yes, let us see what is through here. One key used. Which we've been to this part before. I mean, it's the bottom of this room where I found out I needed a second key that I did not continue further. Okay, frame rate. What do you twitched a little bit there? Oh, hi, exploding platforms that apparently I didn't need. Ah. Oh, you annoy me greatly. Whatever. I can jump over you, apparently. 2 keys. 3 keys. And a wasted bullet. Oh, look, more bullets. Works for me. It better not be the second head of the dragon that he was warning me about. Because this room would be a pain to have to traverse every... I hear little bloop bloop sounds in the background. Something is boiling. More bullets! If I hit max bullets, I'm going to laugh. Okay, you I found I can jump over. Ow. I jumped over it. That's what we're gonna do. Not another one. 4, 5. Okay. Jump. 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 Oh, I almost jumped too early on that one. So the whole point of this room seems to be to wear at my health a little bit by making me waste bullets. Because that's 10 health from shooting those things, and then probably 3 or 4 for getting hit by the flying one that I jumped over. 5 more health. And I made it over those without being, you know, spiked. 3 more keys. You know how aggravating it would be? Touché. If there's enough of those things, I'm suiciding. Oh, an enemy. Good. Sir, I would like you to deal with this problem I have of, you know, taking damage. Okay, little male mosquito, shoot. He wants my smoothie. But alas, he cannot have it. Those that are unfamiliar, male mosquitoes drink nectar and other sweet substances. They have fuzzy antennas. You can tell when they land, if they have big fuzzy antennas like moths, they are not trying to bite you. He is currently trying to get my smoothie. They behave differently than the ones that bite you. They won't try to land on you, and they're kind of... They don't avoid you much. Okay, anyway. There we go. Oh look, more bullets. Can I have health? Because I've got 98 bullets. Seven. Y'all take a lot of bullets for being something so harmless. Health. Okay, that's the end of the room. I was making sure because I was going to shoot every enemy before I use that health. Okay, well, we have 99 health and 91 bullets and 8 rockets. If there's a boss in here and I can't beat it, it's surely not for lack of resources. Well, it could be. I guess it depends on how... I mean, you could be just really mean and give it an obscene amount of health. Why? This area is creepy. Why is this area creepy? Oh dear, you wanted the map, here it is. Okay, so if my mouse cursor didn't show up. So apparently that is the start area town. That's the first Saturnian dream, second Saturnian dream. I don't know what that... Oh, that must be that area. I think. No, that's the downpipes that lead to that whole nonsense. Yeah, because there's the save point. What about that area to the very... I see an area I don't think I went to, and that has me puzzled. It has me somewhat puzzled. I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna get to the very bottom and find out I'm missing a key. Can you not be in my way? When there's two of them together, it's worth it, just because I was already gonna have to use 3 shots on the other one. Since they do a weird penetration thing on them. I still can't get through the key blocks. Yeah, those... You know, there's no point in me dealing with. So now we're going to a train. Oh, I love it. I love the way that it's moving and it's making me feel like I'm actually walking at a reasonable pace. Oh, hi. Now you're gonna talk to me, I see. Oh, hey. Are all of y'all just warping into the train with me? Is this the... Excuse me, Spikes. Oh, it's a low ceiling. Oh, no, wait, maybe. I don't know. The jump doesn't seem right. Oh, I can talk to this one. My heart is broken. Don't you see? There is no train. There's no rail. It's just a corridor. We're not moving anywhere. No romance to be found here. The darkness. I mean, technically it is just a corridor. As far as the game is concerned, it's just a corridor that looks like it's moving because of background and foreground effects. But don't tell us that. I'm kidding. It's fine. Just jump over those. Hi. You won't talk to me anyway. I ain't dealing with you. Oh, wait. I can actually see myself faintly through the darkness there. And I wasted the time that I could have used to jump over that. Aha! Oh! Hi, balloon! We ain't having none of that. Is it shooting at me? We ain't having none of that. Okay, things are falling apart rather quickly. I would recommend running, but this idiot doesn't know how to run. Can I talk to someone? Oh dear goodness, why? Okay, this is kind of clever, I'll grant you that. Aha! Ow! I took a lot of unnecessary damage. I don't approve. I'd recommend saving before shooting that, otherwise when you reload your save, it'll be there again and you'll have to waste more bullets. Oh, health station. Oh, I have missed you so. Health station and save point. Oh, dear goodness, no, this is where the dragon's second head thing is. Okay. I didn't expect them to do what they did, but they did it anyway. Ow! Really? Really, game dev? More floating heads? That one's my bad. Okay, what I keep thinking is going to happen is that the two of them are moving and that they're just going to bounce and, you know, keep moving like this. What they do, though, is, you know, it's not a perfect representation, but you get what I'm saying. It's very well done. I'm not complaining about the platform movement. It, you know, it caught me off guard, surprised me. Good things for a game such as this. I'm not fond of the floating heads being here, though. I disapprove of their existence. For they exist solely to knock me off of stuff and do unreasonable damage. And to give me eye strain, because my eyes hurt every time I have to look for them. Oh dear, that one has no collision. You know, it's funny. I've never actually tried to jump on one of those to find out that it has no collision. That's good to know now. Oh dear, there's the one floating head. Great. For him to be behind me is perfect. Because then he just makes me have to keep moving. See, then it produces a sense of I can't stop. Well, if he was a little faster, but it creates a nice sense of I can't stop, I have to keep running. But when they spawn in front of or directly above... in front of or directly above me, then there's the problem of, you know, me not being able to avoid them. Which, you know, if health and all weren't such limited resources, wouldn't be as much of a problem. Or if I could, you know, with accuracy shoot airborne targets without the obnoxiousness that is a firing delay. That one's fine, because I had to drop such a large vertical distance. I got below him. I don't know what that... I was so busy staring at that little pillar in the water that I misdid my jump. Your collision box is very skinny. It's very easy to miss your stuff. I just love how quiet and ominous this area sounds. Like, I really have to say again just how amazing the visual and sound style of this game is. I really think that if you polished out some of the mechanical quirks that this would... Like, it's a beautiful experience as it is, but I think polishing those things out would make it even grander. Okay, so that is what I thought. I figured it was where it was going to bounce around. There's going to be a whale in the next room. Gonna be a whale's big brother or something. Oh, not more of you. I'll take you over the floating heads. Hopefully. I'm gonna guess it's this one. Ow! Okay. Oh, there's a floating head there. Okay, I'm gonna restart this room to get rid of the floating head. I'm gonna restart this room just because I accidentally missed my jump. Which equals death, obviously. Ah! No! No floating head. Okay, so maybe that means that's not the correct portal to go in. Trial 3. Where's the first one lead me? Back to the start, which is as would be expected. So, are you telling me it's the portal that I originally wanted to jump in anyway that involves me just walking off? It is. It is indeed. Oh dear goodness. Yeah, it's making my head hurt a little. Trying to track where every portal leads all at once. Jump here. Aha! Never mind, it's not going to be as long of a puzzle as I thought it was. When you try to track too many things at once and splinter your train of thought, eventually reach the point of confusion. Oh, hi. Ow! Can you not? Are you telling me that's the boss? I think you're telling me that's the boss. I'ma start shooting the boss. Okay, getting to the boss is a little well, time-consuming, but not troublesome. Okay, for the moment. Ow. Okay, so wherever that hits, the biggin jumps out of the water. Oh, look, floating heads, just what we need in the boss run. Okay. Now what I was trying to figure out there is which part of the boss I need to shoot, and that would be the thing that is going up and down and up and down. And you remember what I said about this game being not very friendly about shooting airborne enemies? I'm probably going to be pelting it with rockets. So wherever the vertical shots come down, a whalum is gonna pop up and try to fight. It shoots the mortar shots at presumably random patterns. And, you know, I think that's its only main two attacks for the moment. Oh, and there's a floating head. So yeah, I've got to be aware of that and stand really still and let it hit me so that it can cease to exist and not trouble me. Did it come out before the boss or during the boss? It'd be really nice if it came out during the boss. I meant before the boss. Oh, shit. Ow. Like I say, I have a problem with that. I'm going to voice a concern that this boss's intervals of attack are wonky. And by wonky, I mean it's attacking so frequently that I never get it. Actually, let me put a pin in that and start over. The intervals attack by themselves would not be a problem if I had a reliable weapon. The problem, when I jump and try to shoot, let's say I'm at this height when I press, let's say I jumped up and I'm coming back down. If I hit the button now, I won't shoot until I get down here. Or if I jump and hit shoot, I won't shoot until I get up here. So you lose a lot of mental processing trying to keep an eye on where your shot will actually fire. But you're also tracking another moving object, so, there's this going on. So most of my shots by themselves are going to miss. Now combine that with the fact that the boss is, oh dear goodness, cushion, come back. Now combine this with the fact that the boss is firing shots at a pretty heavy interval. Fire, something like that. So I'm not really getting the time to line up my shots. I likewise don't want to just, fire them haphazardly. I don't know, just this boss feels like it could be better. Well, at the core of it, it is the usual. Firing at airborne targets in this game does not feel good. It does not give a rewarding sensation. It feels like more trouble than it's worth to try to shoot an airborne target. So when you have a boss that is itself an airborne target, that of course is compiled and made worse. Hello, floating head. floating head. Oh, that one was my bad. Hello, other floating head. Bye, other floating head. For heaven's sake! The floating heads are just a nuisance. Because generally you either A, take a lot of damage while trying to shoot them, B, have to stand still and take a lot of damage while waiting for them to suicide, C, ignore them and kind of get a mixture of all of the above. The fact that you have a static jump height means that it's really hard to jump to change platforms without also putting yourself in the direct line of fire of the mortar shots that are going to the left and right. So if the one coming down from above and the mortar shots happen to line themselves up correctly, you can't really jump out of the way without being hit by one of them. Now, if the vertical shot, I haven't exactly let one of those hit me, it's possible that I may have time to let it come past me and then jump over it. But floating head. Other floating head. Other floating head. And boss is dead. I'd almost jump off just to see if the whole, me respawning with all my stuff like the last one worked, but I'd really rather not rely on doing something like that. But I gave up all the rockets I'd been stockpiling. And see, here's where there's a thought in the back of my mind. What if I need those rockets? What if I need those rockets? What if I don't get any more rockets? What if, you know, I should die now, redo the fight, and conserve my rockets? What if the, you know, we'll see where the next save point takes us. If there's a next save point. I don't know. Nope. I'm at the end. Oh, that's ominous. Oh no, good gracious no. Okay, there's a lot to be investigated here. Break the special cubes in the room ahead, you need white keys. White keys can be found in the forest, all 3 of them. So says the king. Good luck! Do I want to know why you just gave me so many keys? Do yourself a favor. Farm the keys and thank me later. Let me guess. This is because to get back down here requires me to go back through key doors? I get a very Metroid feel from that sequence of beeps. Don't know if it's just me, don't know if it's intentional. He reminds me of the yeah, I can't do the tone, but there's a very distinct like item room beep sequence from Super Metroid. See, you're big enough that ow. Are you just summoning those things? Are you just making my life miserable by summoning those? Yep, it's just summoning them. So I could endlessly waste my ammo here trying to... That looks like an upgrade machine. Excuse me? Excuse me? Are you telling me I just wasted half my health to get a key? Or... You know what? I can keep reading. I swear for a second it said I had 0 bullets. And somebody was about to die. Nope, it all. Yeah, I was seeing if I could get around it. Who are you? Oh, you found me. I mean, you do believe you found me. Princess, is that you? No, I'm a copy of myself, recreated to communicate with you. So it is you. No, I've imprisoned myself in the white cube. But why, Princess? To protect my innocence. From whom? The Cold War, the nuclear bombs. The bunker was built for me by my people. I can't leave now. But the war is over. No nuclear bombs, nothing to fear. The war is over. What are you talking about? They're coming. They're stronger than ever before. So what? I have a gun. I pay my taxes. Nothing to fear, Princess. Come with me. No, Minotaurus is still breathing, waiting for you. And a what? Who is waiting for me? Dragon, the third head, the big one. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't worry, Princess. I'll defeat the monster and I will save you. Good luck then. Save yourself and run, I recommend. Never! I will save you, my princess. What? Nothing. I will save you. Just wait and see. So cold. Thank you. Thank you for rockets. Now my question, if I leave the room and come back, will the rockets be back? Because, you know, these are questions that have to be answered. Yes, if it will let me farm rockets, I'm gonna farm rockets. Oh, I could hope. I could hope. Yeah. I was hoping to get like at least 10 to 15 rockets. I'll take 5. You know, at least I can deal with puzzles with 5. Next, I'm going to go back into that key room and see if it gives me the keys again. That one specifically because it had the whole note about farming key. No. I could have saved 19 bullets, just ran through there, grabbed the key thing, died. I'm gonna have a theory, and that's that every one of those key blocks requires one of these keys, but I can't, you know, open it until I have the white keys or whatever. Seems to me that if the game dev has to leave you a blatant message saying to farm these keys, you'll thank me later, that might be a mechanic that needs to be fixed. That's assuming that I'm right about how that mechanic works. I could be completely wrong, but I'm gonna have 99 keys and nobody's gonna stop me. Okay, you can't pick up any keys past 99. That works. You said to farm keys. I took it seriously. Now I have 99 keys. I have the biggest key ring ever. I shall become the mega janitor. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is go back to the save point. Yeah, seems to be a good idea. No, that's not it. Should be this one. Cause the princess is here. I really want to know what's up there. Ooh, fancy. So, I think it's a good idea to go ahead and pause. So, what I'm going to do... Okay, so, overall, I find that boss fight was... good concept, not so great on the execution, because of the fact that the boss is firing randomly at very set intervals. There's not as much the player can do to interact with the fight, aside from just, you know, watch and dodge, watch and dodge, watch and dodge. This in of itself isn't a bad thing. But combine that with the fact that the player's movement is so slow and they have a static jump height, meaning that their dodging ability is fairly limited. I can't do a little hop to get from one island to the next without jumping right into the line of fire of the mortars. Sometimes the shot coming down from above is timed as such that I'm going to get hit by one of them no matter what I do. There's also the aspect of the floating heads that the player is very unlikely to see and is just going to get hit by and knocked off. If not for the fact that those things suicide if they damage me while I'm holding still, they would probably be a game breaker right there, you know, throughout the game because of just how prevalent they are, how hard they are to hit. Now, all this ties back into the fact that the gun has such a weird delay on its firing that makes any sort of precision aiming possible on a boss that has a weak point that's doing this. Even if you just had the weak point come down enough that I could stand on the ground, like, if I just had to learn to time it so that, you know, my bullet hits it when it comes down all the way, great. But it stops just short of that. So you have to jump, so you have to deal with all the weird timing and lining up your movement with that other thing, with the delay, with the travel time, which the bullet should have a travel time, don't get me wrong. And it just makes the fight as a whole less fun than it could be. I want the boss fight to be challenging, but it's got to be challenging in an interactive and fun way that makes the player feel challenged and that their actions are not... As it is, everything is just follow the timing, wait for an opening, hope that you get your jump timing, and everything's synced up perfectly without it shooting at you because you have to jump right into its line of fire. There's so much going on, so much to keep track of, and it's built on what appears to be pure RNG. Where will the vertical shot be? Will it be here, 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 or here? Random. Which targets are the mortars going to fire at? Random. The floating heads I can't really narrow down to randomness in this case, and the interval of the shots is not random. But since pretty much all the mortars follow a similar trajectory at that first launching site, I'm not calling that random either. But which platform is safe to be standing on is pretty random, and because of the low movement speed and static jump height, it is a pain to traverse the different platforms. There's also the aspect of it being a pain to traverse them safely. The oops, there was a floating head there I jumped into, didn't see and died, and other aspects such as that. Overall, visually beautiful. The sound is great as always. I just think that underneath all that, with a bit of polish, there's a good boss fight. It just needs work. like with the rest of the game. And when we finish the game, I'll do a fuller critique. But for now, that's, you know, this episode's critique. Also, I would probably recommend that if you want me to pick up 99 keys, just code a special big key that I could go into the back of that room, grab, and it give, you know, even if it just gave me 10 keys each, like the room as it is set up, you have 10 of them. Have each one give me 10 keys, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you know, then the last one gives me 9 to max out at 99. Then boom, I have farmed keys in a way that didn't take me a bunch of wasted time, but you've maintained, you know, the room design that you've created and the message and all. But, you know, it just seems like it would be nicer than me having to enter and exit the room 10 times to get all the keys. Because you said farm keys, and I'm taking that seriously. I'm farming them up to max. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.